Hi everybody, my name is Jerome Rank, and you're joining me on my YouTube Jeronification channel. And I have an image up here from the Lackawanna Lamore video featuring Ryan Dalton and Ryan Lewis there. I did a video yesterday, and it's my position that the entire video references something that is ancient and referencing that towards almost linking towards or leaning towards the Holy Grail and how mankind's genes was genetically altered and how there is a contamination process that is continued today through today from beginning of time through to now and current. And I didn't have this image yesterday when I did the video when I did this, okay? But if you look at I encourage you to look at the video. And when you get here, the video is playing actually on YouTube. Pause the video here and draw yourself to this. Okay? Now, what I showed you is that these these symbols right here. What it is a open mouth shark with a woman facing in, and then there's another. And these are posters that they actually have created, and then put the posters on the side of the building. Okay. Now I'm going to explain what this means, and then I'll tell you how I actually came to this. First of all, it's the same thing that's referenced in the biblical sense, where you have an angel on this side and an angel on that side, and then a being up in the middle. What this is referencing is this guy jumping or exiting from the vagina, the chemistry of these creatures, or in this case, since it's a shark, the clasper. That's what this is symbolizing. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you how I arrive at that in one moment. First of all, let me take you through these symbols. What is here? These women shown shows you that these women evolved from the creature from which they're depicted, the shark. I'm going to tell you again how I arrive at that, but let me keep giving you these symbols of what's going on here. Let me show you how it was done. The first creature to emerge from that creature shows how the shark evolutionized onto land. That's basically what it is. First, let's look at the creatures that are here. You have the shark right there. Then, through the clever design of this picture, if you look, I highlighted it for you. On the back of the shark, there's the face of a creature. That creature, and it dubs with its eye, is shared with that. This is the reptilian ape on the back. The reptilian ape, right there. You see that? See the reptilian ape on the side? So you have a shark. Now you have the reptilian ape, an ancestor that no one knows about, but I can show you this through all of our ancient history, and it's referenced in Renaissance artwork and in biblical artwork. This is the Renaissance. It looks like a cartoon right now, but bear with me, people. Now, that's two creatures. You have the shark, the megalodon shark, or in this case, possibly a great white. But this is where these life forms evolved from, the megalodon shark, and also the whale as well too. But that's a whole nother story. I'll tell you about that. How all of these creatures played the pivotal role in mankind's becoming, okay, genetic becoming. You have the shark, then you have the reptilian ape, then you have the creature that looks like our black man, okay, and but it's an alien. That creature that came from there reminds me of the 1940 series The Gilly Man, the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Gilly monster. We call him an alien. You see this? You see this creature right here? I'm going to show you this creature in real time. Just bear with me. Now, through this creature, look right here. where the tooth is coming down through the center. You see a little darkened figure. There's a head there. There's a body. See the arm out, wave out like it's stretching. Actually, excuse me. Actually, the arms are set just like this guy's arms is actually set, stated out. And you can see it on both sides. See that little dark figure, that little alien creature right there? So now, that's the third existence. And then, the fourth existence is showing you the female. How all of these existences calls for the female, and then through the vagina of the female, that's why these are on both sides. The vagina lips of the female, man emerges. This is what this is about. Now, in case of you, if they haven't seen my videos, that I've disclosed in my videos that angels and aliens are the same exact thing. So now let's take that and let's give these sharks, let's turn these figures into wings. And this guy jumping out of the window onto the crowd below, he's crowd surfing. There's a crowd below, about maybe 5 or 6 feet below, that he dives out onto. These now are his wings, and it shows that he can fly. So, what is being stated symbolically by this is that he's genetically contaminating now because he can fly those that are below. And I can tell you how that is being done as well too. I'm going to leave that part out, but this is what this is symbolizing. Okay? Now, I'm going to take you to something else. And you probably still don't understand it, but one day I'm going to be called on all of this, and I hope that these people say, okay, well, let's bring this guy into court and let's hear him. Let's go ahead and let's make a spectacle out of him and show him that let's show the world that he doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, they will never do that. You know why? Because I am 100% right. Now, this symbol, this cartoon-like symbol, and they have their alien up there. First of all, I knew what this meant before this artist ever posted. You never even seen nothing like this before. Now, however, if you go to my alien UFO site, or even here on my YouTube, I have these up already. This symbol belongs to me. I'm the first one to release this. I released this 4 years ago on my alien UFO site. Then, here on my YouTube, just less than, I believe, a year ago, or a year and a half or so ago, I got a YouTube video out on this. But then it doesn't even belong to me because, I discovered it, but it doesn't belong to me either. Because you know where it comes from? It comes from, I don't have the other image up here. Let me get from the Grand Canyon. Let me show you something. From the Grand Canyon Manor. That dog up underneath this. Hold on for 1 minute, people. And let me show you where that actually comes from. That comes from right here. That image comes from here, where life began. That image is right here and right there. This is the Grand Canyon National Park banner. Okay, it's an archive image. All you have to do is Google photo of the Grand Canyon Park National banner. Okay, and through that, you download that image. All right, and then turn around and pan in on this right here. And then on the other side is the same exact thing on this side over here. I call this the doorway to God's kingdom, or the gateway to God's kingdom right here. I'm going to show you something about that. What's there? This Macalor video, I don't even believe that it's possible that they could have got it from there. But my thing is that I had this on my webpage first. Do you see these angels? One there and one there. They're looking at you. Their faces, they're the chin, the mouth, the eye, and the eye. They're in the mouth. Their wings are sharks right there. The bodies of sharks shown coming from the Colorado River. Check this out. I'm gonna give you a black and white image of it so you can see it clear. You see that here's the R and the K in that Grand Canyon Park right here. When you Google that image, there's the R and the K. So that image is there. So Google the image, photo of Grand Canyon National Park banner. Photo of Grand Canyon National Park banner. You'll see this, download it, then enlarge it, pan in on this right here. And then on the other side is the exact same thing. It's my position that the entire Grand Canyon is a glyph. The Vishnu portion of the Grand Canyon is a glyph of existences that is not in the ancient history. And I have other things that I want to show you about that as well too. Now, back to that Macalor video and what they have. This is the Colorado River right here. Look at these symbols, people. This is the Colorado River. These are bodies of sharks. Those angels. What in the hell is this depiction and these symbols doing in the Vishnu portion of the Grand Canyon that's supposed to be carved somewhat 1.7 million years ago? And here we have existences that nobody knows nothing about. But I got a video on it, so go to the video and check that out. I've discovered that angels, God's messengers, cherubs, depicted instead of with wings, with sharks' bodies, are shown, these angels shown emerging from sharks. Sharks emerged from water. So from water came likenesses of mankind. That's what this Macalor, or Macklemore, video is showing us right here. Shark, reptilian ape, alien likenesses, a black one too, by the way, black man, and then the image of female, and then it shows you a genetic altering where now this guy, through his video, is showing you in every sense of the word how he then became part of the process, like so many others, how he then became part of the process. Now, okay, you're saying, well, where is the ape? You're saying now, where is the apes? Where is this other stuff that you're seeing, the aliens? Well, people, that little alien right there, when you Google this image and stop the video there and see that little alien, and there's no mistaking, there's an eye there, and there's an eye there, and the arms are sticking out from that little black guy, that little big-headed alien. This is the symbolic image of what we would expect for an alien to look like. Now, the alien is black because the alien, you know why? Because through the shark came the reptilian ape, and then our black likenesses of the ape and the Africans, and then finally our Caucasian counterparts, which everything that I am referencing to you in our videos that this means. Now, let me get you to what I need to get you to. Where is I'll show you the ape in a minute in the Grand Canyon. Let me show you the alien first because that's the most compelling. You have the shark, the alien, and then the image of female. The body of the shark, there. Female face emerging, body of the shark there. Female face emerging. And the alien is right there. The collar of the alien, the mouth of the alien, the eye of the alien, and the gill type top of the alien. This creature right here, from fish emerged fish man. And what's amazing about this Gila monster, this creature from the Black Lagoon image, is that you see the collar, the first collar on this creature right here, which creates the chest area. There's the neck, and there's the mouth. There's the enlarged eyebrows. You see that? Amazingly enough, this creature has all of the features in a scientific sense, in a mythical sense, in Hollywood, I think in 1940 or something it was, as this being right there. Now check out the collar line. Look at that collar line, that first level, that collar line. There's the right eye, there's the left eye, here's the head, and there's the collar line. Notice how in the movie sets it's identical. It's almost, well, this creature is wearing a mask, but look how it is a dead ringer for what is there. This is showing you people that these hit movies, these hit videos, the reason why these videos attract our attention is because it's catering to an instinctive sense that we already have in us. It identifies us. The reason, this is the secret to how you become successful in Hollywood, in music, in the music industry, in everything, in business, in entertainment, and everything. You know why, people? Because they cater to our imaginations that are instinctively connected to something that we already feel and sense that is in us and we are drawn to. The reason why we are drawn to this is because we are genetically linked to what they are showing us. It's like a message board. It's like, hey, I like that. It's unusual. I like that. You know why? Because in our instincts, in our instinctive nature, we are already connected to this. We identify with it because it is something that is, this is information that is in us. These people that market this stuff back to us know that we would love this, and this is how these type of things become hits because it's our instinctive nature to be drawn to it because we are genetically linked to it all. Now, let me take you to. I showed you the alien. We have the shark, which is a representation. I mean, a representation and extension of the megalodon shark and the whale. I've shown you the reptilian ape on the back, which shares the eye right there. It's created in there where the lines for the breathing for the shark would be at. It cleverly creates the reptilian ape's mouth. And I don't even want to tell you about something else I'm going to leave out about this, about how the ape's eye is shared with the shark's eye. That's a whole nother story. But I'm going to leave you with that image. That's an ape. Our first black man, which is the first black alien shown emerging. And then through that likeness came the likeness of our Caucasian counterparts, which was which are on the end of our mankind's genetic evolution. Not on the end, but now in that period. Okay, so through these creatures came these likenesses, and then this likeness, and now this guy is telling you that he's tapped into the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, all of those things, and what he's representing is a genetic change, a genetic contamination, and by him exiting and jumping out of this window, flying. These are representation of wings. He's contaminating, showing that now he's contaminating nations. And this is why through his video, you see him traveling from one continent to the next and showing him interacting with different things. And this is why this video seems so bizarre, but now it will make sense to you of what is happening because it's the same exact thing that can be linked to everything that is ancient biblical, cult-like, and in all through the ancient Renaissance artwork, these things, every step through this video, I can break it down to you just as I have here. But I gave you the sharks, the faces here. I gave you the alien, which is right there on both sides. there. That's here. Then I must give you the ape. I'm not going to give you one ape. I'm going to give you several apes. Through that image that is here, through my paranormal experience and encounter, and my multidimensional sense of awareness, and my multidimensional sense of understanding, this is a genetic grail. This entire Vishnu portion of the Grand Canyon side. It's a readable grail that can be read. And through my true paranormal experience and encounter, I can do this. Let me bring that in closer because that's a little light. Let me see. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let me get another because I didn't realize that was going to be so dark. I mean, so light. Let me try this. Alright, that's a little bit better. And let me get rid of some of this light to make it a little darker. Alright, so how if I turn that light off and see if I can make it a little darker yet? Alright, now how about if I put it back on there and bring it forward so I don't be so shaky, so I can show you what's going on. That doesn't work for me. Alright, I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to show you what's going on here, but I want to give you the best image possible. So let me move this out of the way and try to see if I can bring that in closer for you. Alright, I'm gonna tack that there and then bring it in. Through my multidimensional sense of awareness and my multidimensional sense of vision, I can do this. I can create art like you've never seen it before. And I'm going to show you what through this right here. You see that? Oh, that's perfect. See those angel faces? This is the side of the Grand Canyon, people. Look at those two faces looking at you. Look at that. These are the bodies of the sharks. Now I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you the apes' faces. I'm going to show you something. It's a genetic grail. It's a genetic grail that can be read. Let me give you one ape's face. I'm looking at this backwards. I darkened just one side and left this side undone. I only did a few things, but if you look, it's a bunch of things. Let's start on this side first. Where we at here? On this side. Here's a reptilian ape. My pencil is going over the full length of it. Okay? In description. I wonder if I can get this better than this. I don't like the way this. I thought that I was going to be able to give you a better picture of what. Okay, yeah, further back is actually better. There you go. Okay, that's good. Okay, good. Here, there's a reptilian ape. Down here is the chin, the mouth. Shows you the reptilian gill-like bubbles across the top of the lip, coming across the top of the nose area, and then just right above the nose area. You know how our birds are, like our buzzards and our eagles that have that red deformed skin across the bridging of the nose and all of that. Okay, and then coming up around the eye. Look at the description I got here, people. There's the eye, and then that same skin disformation around the eye, reptilian-like presence, and then finally coming around to the forehead. That's a reptilian ape. Then coming off to this side and coming into the ape is other things, but I didn't highlight that. I just want to show you the apes and show you how this breaks down. Now, I'm going to see if I can show you from upside down coming over here. Um, oh gosh, this is, I might have to come from the other side. Let me see, let me see. Okay, here's a creature right here. I'm going to try to see if you can follow me on this, because it gets crazy. On this side of the reptilian ape, coming from his cheekbone, look at this creature right here. Shown, I'm going around his mouth, coming up, there's his tooth, coming around his head, and there's his eye there, coming out of the cheek of the, see that calf-like creature right there, open mouth, there's the open mouth of it, and then look, shows the horn stuck into the forehead of, guess what? Another ape. See the ape's head there? The eye. It shows you how our reptilian ape is broken down and coming and transforming into the ape likeness that we know it today. See the eye coming around the, let me come down so we can get this ape. Coming around the nose of the ape, and then at the mouth of the ape there are other, the ape's mouth is open. There's a head of a horned man in there, and then shown the body snaking over, shown the bridge back over. People, you know what this is? A genetic holy grail. These are genetics in motion in picture form. Motion picture of genetics that shows how mankind was created. Now, look on the head of this ape, which now keep in mind, people, that this is the body also dimensionally of a shark. The ape's head. Now look at the one angel's face from here on this side, right there. And it shows, you see this horn coming through from this creature? Look, the reptilian ape, then that horn creature stuck through in the forehead of that. Then look at the horn going through the mouth of the angel, right there, the angel's face, and then going into the tree, the symbol that is in the middle. Look at this, people. And then shown bridge with the other side. Check this out. Look at the angel's face, because this gets ripped. Now we have our ape down here. We have a reptilian ape over here. Our calf-like creature here, a prehistoric calf-like creature there with the horn. We have a horned being down here, right there, laying long ways. And by the way, this is in the this creature laying across. Is, you will see this in another artist's work, and if you create I think winged being or winged something, I forget, but see my video here, and I have there, and the creature is laying across the bottom the same way in a surrealist art form. It's called winged something. Winged being or something. I forget what it is. But anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked. The angel. Now look at the angel right here. The cherub. Now she creates the chin of the guy that is up here. There's his hair. There's his eye. There's his nose. And his mouth in here. And the angel's face is there. So, we have reptilian ape, the horned calf-like creature, our transformation of coming into the likeness of the ape in which we will recognize, the image of female, angel, and then man again up here. And it's just, these are just a drop in the bucket of what can be read here, the multidimensional images. The entire Grand Canyon wall in this portion can be read in a similar way. Multidimensional images that tell you who you are genetically and how we emerge from the oceanic waters of our world. Now, people, and by the way, and let's not forget the face of the God figure over here that I tied to the video as well. Look at this, people. Multi-dimensional. You have never witnessed nothing like this in your life. Never. A reptilian ape. I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 beings, 6 faces of your ancestors right here. 6 faces of your ancestors right there in one shot. And it's just a drop in the bucket. Now, if you look over here, you will see similar matching faces, but it shows you different creatures, because you know what it shows you? A transformation of this side through the bottom to this side, and it shows you other beings, which I'm not going to show you at this point. But if you look at them, they're multidimensional images. Now, it's my position that I can read this across. Now, let's go back to this Macklemore artistry. Now, I don't know who created this for Macklemore, this drawing, but it's my position that the entire video indicates everything. Macklemore's video is trying to tell you that through this chemistry, his entire video, through this chemistry, they're trying to tell you that they understand it, and what they're trying to state is that they understand it, and then what they're doing is they're telling you that they're altering a chemistry that actually took place here. Yeah, they're trying to tell you that they're altering a chemistry that actually took place here, that no one is supposed to know nothing about, that is not privileged to the rest of the world. My position is that you don't need no scientific authenticity about what is being stated here in my videos, because pictures say 1,000 words, and I have gave you links of how you can actually go and verify this for yourself. Look at this. But my position is that this is not no Photoshop, people. You can't Photoshop. You can't Photoshop nothing like this. This can't be Photoshop. This is a governmental picture of the Grand Canyon. So this is an archive image of the Grand Canyon. Then on top of that, you have where people can go and verify. You have not just these archive images of this governmental photo, but we have photos that where you can take and go, and tourists have been to Grand Canyons. There's millions. In other words, there's millions of photos in circulation that can be checked out with reference to this. There's millions of photos in circulation. You have black and whites. You have photography from the time that the camera was invented, where there's photos in circulation that depict this. And you know what we will get from that? The same exact thing that is there. Because this is the true holy grail of how mankind actually came. This is where mankind is actually came. Alright? So now, this is the true holy grail, in other words. So now Macklemore, we have it set up that this guy is boasting in his video that he is altering the genetics of mankind, and he's showing how he actually done it. There's the angels again. There's the sharks. Now, I done tied a music video to something that is beyond 1.7 million years old. This has nothing on this. People, I can do this with everything that is commercialized today, not just in music, but in products in your home, through entertainment, in so much as far as the biggest entertainment. I use an example. I can do this with Disney. I can do this with all artwork, whether it's biblical. It doesn't make a difference. I can do this globally because the people that call themselves capitalizing off something that they know nothing about, I can break it down to you in a way that you understand it. Now you can understand why there is this man jumping out of a hangar window or a building window between the faces of two females in the mouth of a shark with other encryptions, which includes aliens and images of reptilian apes. It is stating that through this creature, which is the shark, came reptilian ape, the alien likenesses, which subsequently led to that of our African ape ancestors, and through a series of genetic bridgings came our white Caucasian counterparts, which is that of our white female. And now, on either side, because angels are aliens, and I know what both represent, through the female vagina, that's the reason why these posters are on both sides of that hangar window, he is exiting the female vagina, now genetically altered. And this is what this is stating. Altering, genetic altering. He has genetically changed, and his video shows you what he did to genetically contribute to this. He's boasting of this. So, not just this, but this artist, along with those that are included in this video, the producers, the people that shot this video, the whole concept and idea of this video, everyone here is guilty as charged. Just that with Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, those that their mentors, those that inspired them, their trips to the Vatican, their trips, their art schools, one being guilty, then that means that all are guilty of something that is a cult-like ritual, an ancient cult-like ritual that was created long ago, long before there was any of us that understood any of this. But just fortunately, you have an individual, and his name is Jerome Wright, whom has been given this higher sense of awareness, and he can show you globally how the answers and the truths to who we are and where we came from have always been in our faces. Our identities, which were stolen, which were suppressed from us, and now being commercialized back to us in a bold way. I can show you everyone that is guilty for knowing somewhat of who you are, because this is nothing. This is child's play, what this guy is doing. The reality to what he's trying to say is here, all around us. I can take apart everything, not just music videos. I've done it here with also, look at my Nicki Minaj Busted video. The same exact thing what Deluxe Album Artist did with her photo album cover for Roman Reloaded, her Roman Reloaded tour. Same exact evidence of this being happening here. Okay? I'm telling you now, people, that the success of these people are based on their cult-like knowledge. Their fame is based on them selling their souls, in a sense, to genetically alter us. They're being commercialized through others to genetically contaminate our world. Now, that's reality. Because if it was not, I would not be able to give you the full explanation. One, the body of the shark. Two, the face of our reptilian ape. Three, our alien, our black alien, where Africans, apes, black apes, those black apes, I should have a picture, but I don't even have a picture, I don't know. Our blackest of black apes and our African emerged, and then our Caucasian counterparts. And now this guy is telling you through that process that was done through all of these creatures, this guy is telling you now that here he comes along to genetically change that as well too. Which there's a cyclination process through a cult-like ritual that this happens. People, this is how these people get famous. To understand it better, look at my videos. But know that wherever there are angels, as look, your Bible tells you this, wherever there is angels, God messengers, then there is God. If you back off of this image, let me back it off of it so you can actually, I'm going to see how far I can go back without. See the face of a man emerging here? There's his eye there, the bridge of his nose, his mustache, and it changes too to other different things, multi-dimensional things. And he look wearing like almost like a purple crown there. You see that? All of this, people, is an indication of what's being sold back onto you. Now, think back now. This Grand Canyon, and I have done this with needles in South Dakota, Black Hills, Mount Rushmore, and there's other things that I can do this with. But now, just imagine, people, that all of these people took all of these people that did these explorations on these locations on what they really found. The conquistadors. All of those other people, the Pierre Rice, those maps and things. How about they said that oh gosh, that the Vikings made it there. All of these people, these multi-dimensional images, you look in there and you'll start seeing faces of cats, teeth, mouths, noses, eyes. These multi-dimensional images. This readable grail of who you genetically are. And the reason why they didn't want you to know what it really truly was is because there's a continued process that they must continue to contaminate you. Your beloved Jesus, your other beloved saints, and all of those other people that are referenced as holy people that walk this planet just like you did are all held for such because they genetically contaminated. Yeah. I can do this same exact thing. You know what I can do? I can put myself as a picture up in here and then put two nuns on either side, two virgins on either side, and the same message can be read as being symbolized here. Or I can put a nun here, a nun there, me in the middle. I'll put a board across here, and then people underneath. Shows you that I'm bridged over and then genetically contaminating. Have a rod going down, and then hold a cross, and then put a let me see I'm doing this, people, not for you to visualize it, for those that know some of this, and then put I'll put a key in my mouth, a red key in my mouth, and have that sticking out of my mouth. And my message to them now, people, you wouldn't know wouldn't know what this means, but those that know some of the secret as to what I'm implying, they know. They know. And then let me see, with the red key in my mouth, and then you know what else I'll hold? I'll hold the flaming sword. Let me show you another thing that I would do. How about this one, people? Not for you, not for the my entire audience. This is for my audience that so-called think that they know the truth to their ancient ancestors and them this ancient kept secret to call life. How about if I have in fact I'm gonna do matter of fact I'm not even yeah. How about if I have the snake, a black snake, emerging through the atmospheric layers of our skies? That mass wrapped around my arm, and in my other hand, wrapped around my right arm, and in my other hand, I have a black mass, a black sphere that I'm holding, a globe. People, you have been had, you are being lied to, and the truth is that who you are, I hold the key to. And as long as these guys continue to, there was another face I wanted to show you in here too. Let me see if I can find that face right quick. Um, Where's that other face? I want to show you faces. Let me see if I can find. No, I guess it's not there. All right, I'm gonna let that go. But I was gonna show you something else, something scary. But I don't see it now. There's so many faces here that trying to find just one, you just can't do. Oh yeah, there you go, right there. I wonder if I can get that face and that crown. I'm gonna see if I can show you that. Let me show you right there. This face here, there's a face of a man here. Well, it's actually facing at you and all too. But in his crown, that I tell you wearing a purple crown, if you look right there, there's a chin, there's a mouth, there's a nose, there's the left eye, and there's the right eye. You see that face right there? So there's the image of a man, nose, mustache, beard, right there. And his crown, look at this face right there, and a point on the top of it. I know who our ancestors are, and this Grand Canyon shows you precisely who they are. These are not just random images, people. These are images of beings in sequential order, and it shows you how they genetically contributed to us. That seemingly lion face right here. You see that? You see these faces? There it is right there on this side as well too. It's just that the angle that you look at it on, that you see it. See the split between the mouth. See the tooth. See the mouth open, parted like, and then the chin. Look at it here in the darkness, and then look at the nose right there. See the cheek. See the eyes areas. You see that lion-looking creature? These ancestors, these creatures, before there were the lions of today, the elephants of today, these prehistoric creatures they show you now, not in a prehistoric sense, their faces, but they show you in the sense that in which we understand it. Look at when you Google images of like Saint Jerome and those saints, and you see them with the lions and all of that. This is what they're trying to tell you. You see a picture of Saint Jerome with the lion's paw turned over, and you see him pricking it with like he's taking a thorn out of the lion's foot. It's showing you that he's removing genetics of that creature through a cyclination process that was already done in the beginning, and now they're reintroducing once again to alter the genetics. All of this is symbolizing, people, that we look at the faces here that I can show you. Look at it. Look at the teeth. Look at the tooth right there. You see the tooth? It's over here as well too, people. Right there. You see that? And the parted mouth. You see the mouth? Right there? And here, look. The triangular like mouth right there. And then the tooth hanging out from the lip. See the nostrils? People, this is all telling you who you are. Everything else goes out the window after this. And then you have people, a clown. This is a clown in a video. This man, look, boastfully showing you your genetic identity and saying, look, I'm genetically contaminated and all. In a video, in a music video. And you have people that then gave their lives, sacrificed their lives, that have sacrificing their lives and through being in the Christian sense, reading the Bible, dedicating themselves to understanding the Bible and stuff that they're reading, the ancient texts, out in the fields, digging in the earth and the soils. Then went and got scholarships and all this, and then dedicated their entire life to science, and are not even close to even understanding what is here. And then you have this idiot, this clown, boastfully showing you that he's closer to reality, more closer to reality than those that have dedicated their entire lives. So in some cases 60, 70 years, and then their father, their mother, another, and until maybe 4 or 5 plus 100 years if they're following in the footsteps of their mother and their father. And this clown in a video, in a music video, is more closer to the Holy Grail than they are, or their family, in all of their family history, which probably could total 500 or 600 years, in some cases maybe even more. Scientists today, in labs, in full-blown labs, multi-million-dollar labs, are not even privileged to this knowledge. And here you have this clown in a video, a music video, that's geared towards altering the minds of his listeners. And for those that know what this means, he's stating that he is genetically altering our world. Salvador Dali, his artworks, stating the same exact thing. All throughout the Roman culture, everything that Christianity stands for, the Catholics, all of this stuff is stating the same exact thing. It's just that some is being said on a much larger scale, and then some is being said on a smaller scale. This is a smaller scale. But my point is, people, that wherever this stuff is, because to understand where you genetically came from, these references are being made. This is no difference than these being wings of an angel. It's genetic altering. If you don't understand it, then understand this. If you still don't understand it, try not to, because at one point I'm going to have a scientific team and they'll break it down for you. And I'm doing it in a layman's sense, but my scientific team, which I will have, because just as these people were famous for, those artists and things was famous for that, I'm going to be famous for decoding everything that is in existence, not just in our world, but beyond our world. So with my team, I will be more famous than those that have actually, including your Jesus and everybody else, that have exploited the knowledge, our higher knowledge of who we truly are. And I'm going to tell you something. The greatest gift in this world that can be given to you is not a promise of being in hell or in heaven or wherever it is you want to call yourself going to. But the greatest gift and that a person can give to you is what I'm giving to you right now, and that's having your genetic identity to who you truly are. Because understanding who you are gives you a sense and comfort of identity and knowing of what you can be and all you can be. And then there's all these other dimensional doorways that open up to show you where you genetically belong, not just mentally, but also physically and spiritually. My name is Jerome Wright. You're watching my Jeronification channel. I rambled on for more than what I wanted to. I can read this guy's entire video, Can't Hold Us video, Macklemore, Ryan Lewis, featuring Ryan Dalton. I can read this entire video from beginning to end. The video begins off with a black man shown digging into the snow, taking a flag out, meaning that he's digging into this genetics, giving genetics to the man shown running, which I believe is Macklemore. That man, that black man that starts out in this video, his image is right here. I can show you in the rocks. If you have a problem with this, I'm gonna send my message to Macklemore and the producers of all of this. If you have a problem with it, then challenge me. I can read your video from beginning to end and show the world that you are boastfully stating something that has an ancient cult-related message. And these weird images that you have, just like our artists and ancient images as far as in the biblical sense, all globally that don't make sense, just like this doesn't make sense. And this guy diving through the window, I can read your video from start to finish and what you are stating in your underlining message, because it is related to everything that came before this. So if you don't like what I'm stating, do something about it. Do me that favor, because that'll be my reason for going global and going viral. I can even see an eye right there. Look at the eye. Look at the eyeball right there. You can almost see the whites in the eye. I'm over top of the top eyebrow. There's the bottom eyebrow. This is the eye socket. Look at the eye in there to that creature. Look. See the eye? Look. I'm right at the pupil. Right there. There's the top eyebrow. There's the bottom eye area. Nose. Look at that. The split down the mouth. Coming over the left lip area. And then the tooth. Look at this, people. What the hell is all of that doing right there? Look at this. Multi-dimensional images for your ass. Look at that. And look, the eye is over here too. Look. People, reality is here through me. I'm going to close this video out. My name is Jerome Wright. You're watching my Jeronification channel. And through those that insist on becoming famous, through our pop culture world, music world, through our ancient religious world, through entertainment, wherever you make these references, if they are exposed to me, I will bring them back to you and bring them back to the world and break them down and tell them what you are truly saying in your cult-like related message on how you are genetically contaminating like an AIDS carrier, how you are creating genetics and genetically altering the world, or if you're not doing it personally, the people that are helping you advertise yourself, sell yourself through your music, they are telling you, the underlying people that created this video, then it is them that have done it, and they're telling how they did it. These are message boards. Your video is a message board for a genetic contamination, genetic warfare against mankind, against humanity. And this video is stating how it's being done. My name is Jerome Wright. I'm out. I'll see you in my next video.